So we're gonna work today on the gear linkage. I have to figure out what to do with this one. Like what I found on the internet, the bolt has to go through. So what my plan is, slide some metal plate between this gap so it doesn't spin, and just bolt on the top. So and it should hold all together this. So let's find some metal. So originally there should be another like aluminum or metal sleeve inside this bushing, which one I don't have right now, because if you put the bolt, the hole is way too big. So what I did, I found some aluminum tube. I could drill the bigger hole so we can slide it inside this bushing. Fits perfect. So now if you put the bolt in, it slides perfectly in. So in this case, like when you tighten the bolt on the other side, it doesn't crash, like squash the bushing. It'll sit on just an aluminum sleeve. So now it's all bolted in. I went through all the gears, everything works perfectly. So the reason we put the sleeve in, so the bushing inside this can still move freely. I'll find all the gears. So this one's adjusting throw forward and back. This one's adjusting left and right. So later on we can play around more just to find perfect setup. So I just fitted new coolant lines here, because the old one, it was aluminum, like it was plastic housing previously, it was snapped. So I ordered one aluminum that I fitted right now, connected to the bottle. This is the old one that snapped. I might change the jubel clips later, because they're really bright. So what I'm gonna do right now, I have new seals for the injectors, so I'll try to swap them. So this is the new seals. Just need to remove this metal piece so injector can come out. So this metal piece comes out, and you just pull down the injector. So one injector has two seals, one on the left, one on the right. In the back there is 8 of them, so 2 seals each. So the next thing I have to do, I have to take the rocker cover off again, because last time I just put, so the dust won't come in. I didn't seal properly, so I have to take it off, put some silicone, and just seal it properly. So I started relocating this power steering bottle and I completely forgot to record it. So anyway, previously used to be here beside the battery, like in the middle of everything. So what I did right now, I just moved to the corner. So it will be nice and hidden because the headlight will be here somewhere, so you can easily access this bottle. So the way I did it to mount it, I just made metal bracket, big bolt, and it holds. So the last thing we would need, just extend the pipes. So one pipe can go underneath here, the other one as well through this gap. Should be easy. So I had to cut this metal pipe a little bit, and I put the rubber hose on top. Same here. It's all connected. I had to join pipe in the middle because I didn't have any like long hoses. So the front lines are finished. It's all connected. So the last two pipes left, one from this to the left and from the right one to this one. So but I'm gonna leave it for later because I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with the turbo pipe. There's not much space to work around. I have one of them. That's my friend's car, from my friend's car. So my plan was to order something like this and fit as well. But I'm not sure what I'm gonna do because this coolant pipe is on the way. So the next step, I need to start figuring out I'm gonna put the boost pipes. So originally this pipe sits here, and this metal one should slide in there. So just because of Mark 3 engine mount, this pipe doesn't fit anymore. So what I have to do, I have to cut it here, and then just through this gap reroute the pipe and to intercooler. Like there's one bracket here, so I can still hold it when I'm gonna cut this pipe, so I can attach this bracket to hold the pipe. So this is the way all the wires sitting in the car originally. I just laid out on the floor. So this corner goes deep inside there and connects to the fuse board. ECU sits under wiper motor. So what I have to do right now, I have to split in half, separate all the lights, indicators and everything, and leave the engine harness like separately. So we're gonna do, instead of one big loom, we're gonna have two separate ones. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna take this paper tape and a Sharpie, and I'm gonna stick on every plug, so I'll know which plug goes where, because there's loads of them. Just like that. So ideally you should do this before you remove it from the engine or from the body, because it's so much easier to do it before. But my stupid head, I didn't do it previously, so I have to do it right now. So I'll try to memorize everything. So the lights and everything, it's easy. Engine loom, part of the engine, this is from Mark 3 Golf 1.4, so I'm not gonna use this one. So I will have to join Mark 4 1.8 turbo engine loom. So this is kinda as well not really needed. So I labeled as much as I can. I still don't know what the half of them does. For example, this one, no idea. This one wasn't even plugged in, it was just hanging in the car. So the old ECU I'll put for sale, maybe somebody's interested. It's from 1.4 petrol Mark 3 Golf. So a while ago I ordered a lot of these tubes to put all the cables nicely. Same new plug for spark plug, not spark plugs, ignition coils. Because originally AGU engine had different shape of ignition coils. I'm converting to the fancy ones. So and the plug is completely different. This is the most annoying job ever. I was thinking I can easily split this side and this side. Doesn't look like. I think what I'll have to do, just cut the wires and just solder them after. Because from this side of the loom, some of the wires goes to this side. I'm pretty sure to ECU, some sensors and grounds, maybe. Yeah, just huge big mess. So welcome back to another day. So there's a lot of changes. There will be a lot of changes happening. So originally this engine came with cable throttle body, like very old fashioned style. So what I decided to do, swap the electronic one. And the port is way bigger than the old one. Because the old one has this strange shape, where the new one has like just way bigger port as well. So I tried to mount the old ECU, like the new ECU in the old ECU spot. That's the Mark III ECU bracket, so I just try to test fit. But this ECU we're not gonna use anyway. So what I have from the donor car, ME7.5. It's a newer style ECU that has electronic throttle body and all the fancy things. So old engine with new ECU. So we'll try to figure out how to connect. So I stripped the wiring from the donor car. I just test fitted, just temporarily. Still need to figure out where all these connections goes. I mean, I know most of them. But the main goal to figure out is how to connect all this. There's a lot of wires going on, and that's only half. So this is the second part of ECU loom, and I have electronic accelerator pedal, which has to be connected to this blue plug. Some of the wires I have to cut because it won't be used. It's just very long and boring process. So I just test fitted front panel. Previously I took out the radiator. So this car used to be 1.4 petrol, that's why it had small radiator. The bigger engines like 2 liter or BR6 like 2.8, they used to have way bigger radiator. So I could just buy the new panel with a bigger space, or what I'm gonna do right now, just cut this plastic off. And from behind, the fan is very big. So I'm thinking what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna chop here and I'm gonna install some small fan, like not small but more thin, just to fit everything nicely. Also previously I fitted this power steering bottle here. It used to be here, so I moved to the corner. I'll just have to do a little bit of trimming because this one is touching. So if I cut this piece off, it will be perfect and easily accessible.